podcast. We're going to tell stories, amazing stories of our childhood and how we build the business, how we are working, and then how we actually, start leveling. Hello everyone. So we have good news. I think Sri Lankans got a good news of hearing that Sri Lanka's got Spotify now.
Yeah.
So with the same good news, we've been actually thinking of they're thinking of starting doing podcast for a long time. So with the good day, today is a good day. So we are starting the podcast from today onwards.
The right time start, I guess.
Yeah. So my name is Kanishka. This is Gobi.
And I'm Gobi.
We are running a company called eVigilants and EVS Studios, which is into digital marketing, content production, and working with YouTube. So we are going to discuss about so many different topics, fun topics, crazy situations that we've gone through in life, random stuff basically. But today we're going to talk about a few of the most interesting stuff. First thing is I have to tell you guys this. The speciality of this podcast is Gobi doesn't know the topics we are going to talk about.
So
he might know about just one, but the rest he don't know.
So I don't know the exact details what we're gonna talk. So I'm gonna basically review on whatever he's gonna talk.
Okay, so to be honest, most of the stuff even I don't know. But let's see. While we discuss, we can figure out this stuff and get an idea about what these are. So the first thing we are going to talk about is an entrepreneur who was active during 1980s in Sri Lanka, one of the most biggest entrepreneurs in Sri Lanka, Upali Wijewardane. And we're going to talk about Spotify Sri Lanka, and we're going to talk about a game which was developed by a single developer. So we have to see how long he took to the developer. Yeah, I think the game is just for Xbox, but we're going to discuss and we're going to see what this game is about. And the fourth thing we're going to talk about, that actually Gobi is going to talk about it because I have no clue. So I'm going to listen to what he has to say about this. What is the fourth thing we're going to talk about, Gobi?
It's about a TV series which I'm watching lately, and it's called Bond.
Okay, so I have no clue what it is. Let's talk about it. So we're going to talk about 4 topics, and let's start with Upali Wijewardane and see. Okay, Gobi, do you even know who Upali Wijewardane is?
Obviously, we had a conversation before, and
okay,
I cracked the joke. And
okay, so I think I should tell you this story because me and my colleagues were deciding whether we are going to do the podcast today or not, and actually our colleague Rosshan was actually motivating us. You guys should start doing a podcast, and then we were like, me and Rosshan actually had a discussion about Upali Wijewardane yesterday, and then he was like, I think you need to tell about him because not so many people in Sri Lanka know about him now. So before deciding anything, I just called Gobi, hey Gobi, do you know who Upali is? And then he's like...
I just remember the guy from TikTok.
Okay, so he's like...
The guy from the TikTok.
No, he's like, oh yeah, I know Upali. I'm like, okay, from where? He's like, from TikTok. And I'm like, what? From TikTok?
I don't know,
and
I remember...
And then the best part is, I'm like, okay, Upali from TikTok who? He's like... Upali, the politician, the Sri Lanka politician who's doing TikTok videos. I'm like, there is no politician called Upali who's doing TikTok in Sri Lanka. And when I thought about he talked about Mangala Samravira. So it's so random, but then again, I was impressed. I think, okay, then that's the moment I decided we have to do this today. So let's see what we have to talk about Upali Wijewardane. So one of the main things that he founded, he had several companies. He founded Candos, Delta, Upali Air, Upali Newspapers. Upali Air, because he had domestic flights.
Oh my God.
And then Upali Newspapers, and then he was the first person who decided that they need to manufacture vehicles in Sri Lanka under Upali Fiat. So Upali, the group of companies, was the first multinational company registered in Sri Lanka. So they are the first And then the best part about Upali is that he had a $1 billion net worth in 1980, and so
that's worth.
so his net worth is 1 billion.
Okay.
But so in Sri Lanka, the richest person until last year was Dhammika Pereira. I think he's the one. But Ishara Nanakar from LOLC, he actually had a deal. They were selling a branch in Kenya, as I can remember. So Ishara Nanakar was going to be the first, the richest person in Sri Lanka. I'm not exactly sure how it worked out.
Yeah,
but
he was the richest person for a while, I guess. But
no,
pretty sure
Dhammika.
about it.
So Dhammika Pereira is the richest. I'm not exactly sure who's the richest person in Sri Lanka right now, but Dhammika Pereira's net worth in 2020 was $550 million.
Wow.
So that was 2020, and Upali Wijewardana's net worth in 1980 was $1 billion US. So we'll just just search about it and see what exactly he did and what happened to him. And so we're just reading an article, and so he had the companies Candos, Delta for soaps, Crystal, Tingle, Sikru, and then radios and air conditioners under the company name Unique. Automobile, Upali Motor Company, which was established in the 1970s. And then so under the license they assembled UMC Mazda and Upali Fiat at the Upali Industrial Complex in Homagama. And then in aviation industry he had Upali Air, operating several aircraft for private, domestic and even international flights. So it's very impressive what he's been doing in the 1980s. And then investments, Upali Wijewardane made significant investments in Malaysia and Singapore, and was in the process of opening offices in New York. My God, that's really impressive. And Upali newspapers, Divina Island and Navalia.
This all was happening like during 1980s.
Yeah, so I wasn't even born back then. I have no clue actually what happened in 1980s. I was born in 1994. He's the same. So we have no clue who he was. But I mean, like right now in 2021, we are very impressed by what he has achieved in Sri Lanka. So, and then there are so many articles about him, what he's been doing. So actually the saddest thing about him is like he went missing. That's how he like.
I've heard of that story.
Yeah, even me, like I've heard about Upali Wijewardane for a while, and then I've like studied about him, what he has been doing, and so. But then again, like I heard he disappeared. So the date is 13th February 1983 in his private jet, a Learjet 35A. Took off from Kuala Lumpur at 8:41 p.m. bound for Colombo. On board with him were his Malaysian lawyer, Upali Group Director, pilot, co-pilot and steward. 50 minutes later, the aircraft disappeared while flying over the Strait of Malacca. So he actually he disappeared, and that's like it's very bad to hear that, because what I believe is I don't know because we don't know what's true, what's not true, because we don't have solid proof or solid information to identify who this person was. Yes. But what I believe is, if he was still there, or if he had been building his businesses since 1980, I think Sri Lanka would have actually passed Singapore in terms of development, Malaysia in terms of development, and then these big entrepreneurs worldwide known, Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, they are hard workers. And even this guy, his work ethic is really crazy, because I've seen a person who worked in the company telling about what he did. So it's really impressive what he have been doing. So
it's a sad story.
It's a loss for Sri Lanka, I would say, because we are slowly growing, but we could have gone way past bigger. Yeah,
we could have
so
had a jump start.
he was the pioneer in I think lots of businesses, and I wish we got a chance to actually talk to him, and then like, because we've been in this company for a while, and then it's not easy running a business, but then again what he did was really impressive. And then like I actually read about like where he had a chocolate manufacturing company in Malaysia, the factory.
He had a chocolate factory company
Yeah,
in
so Malaysia as well.
I mean, Cantos?
Yeah, I think it was for Candos or Delta, I'm not sure. But I think we all love Delta. That's that's a childhood memory of ours. and even Candos. I remember for a while when you buy Candos chocolate, they had inside the wrapper they had this family. You can collect the family,
and then you get
mom, daughter, son.
I actually collected the whole thing.
Yeah,
so I got a ball with.
Yeah, so I remember my first cousin. So he actually got a magic book or something where
exactly
there was something I can't remember what it was, but
my God,
I didn't get anything. I couldn't, because I used to eat chocolate, but then again every single time I got the same thing again and again.
I actually collected it, and then I got a magic ball where you throw it and start lighting up. And
I remember that as well. So I remember the magic ball and the magic book. So I can't remember what exactly was in the magic book,
but I remember the book. I don't know what it does exactly.
Yeah, I can't remember. I wish like, I think I can ask my cousin and see what the magic book was about. But then it's like I think lots of teenagers now in Sri Lanka wouldn't know who Upali was. I think like for most of us he would have been an inspiration, because we are inspired by entrepreneurs around the world. Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, and people who have started companies from scratch. So Upali, even though he's from a good family, but he has worked his way through. He built all his companies. So that's like, if we can get solid information about him. I'm not sure what he's I think he had children, but I'm not sure what they are doing as well, because now Candos was a very competitive, very good company back then when I was
but
a
then
kid.
Later on it started having some
because
issues, and
I think they still manufacture, but I believe they could have done a lot, because one of the best thing is when I went to Malaysia, there is a chocolate manufacturing company called Burials in Malaysia. So this is a very popular company in Malaysia. So I went for a tour in the chocolate factory, and then this person was the person who conducted the session told me they know about Candos. They know who Upali was. They know what Sri Lanka is. They know what Upali did and how he did chocolate there. Everyone knows about it. So that he had that kind of an impact in the world of business. I think like if I went to Malaysia, I think before last year, so that was 2019 because of before COVID. So even then they were telling about Upali, and then they knew who Upali was. I think even most of Sri Lankans don't know who Upali is, and that's sad. People, you guys need to go search about who Upali is, and then get some more information, get educated, because he's an inspiration for everyone. So I think we need to get more into this. Maybe at a later podcast we might be able to bring down a guest who actually knows Upal, who had been working with him.
Yeah, we should do that.
So that's, I think we should postpone this to a later date, where if you can actually speak to a person who worked with Upali, that would be the greatest thing ever. So let's see. Let's see what happens. So the next thing we were going to talk about is Spotify. So I think it's Spotify more than me. I think Gobi. He's buying Hangama, Apple Music, Spotify. He used to get everything. So I think
Spotify was not available in Sri Lanka, but then still I managed to download Spotify
with VPNs. So
and stuff.
So it's like everyone is very interested in this news where Spotify is launching in Sri Lanka. So I think the prices were actually good now. Like I actually saw So I saw the prices. So even here they say so users can upgrade to Spotify Premium for the ultimate Spotify
529.
experience for 529 LKR per
I mean,
month.
the family pack was much cheaper. I
Yes,
guess,
so the
and
family subscription plan
It's
is available for
849
849 per month for up to 6 family members living under one roof. So that's a really good deal.
I mean, yeah.
You know, even when I get songs, when I download songs, anything, even when using YouTube, I use YouTube a lot. But the problem is when I'm driving
It's
the car,
just
if I use a
You just
3.5
can't shuffle.
cable,
You can't have your.
yeah,
It's-
it's like this. The worst thing about YouTube is when you're driving. So let's say you just put on songs. You can't turn off the display. You can't lock the phone, and you can't save battery.
It
You
is
just
not
have to let it
considered
run.
as,
So
like-
and then again, like even if you are like even if you want to listen songs in a home theater or a good set of speakers, you have to you have to have the 320 kbps versions of the songs. So from YouTube, it's compressed. The audio is compressed, so you can't get the highest quality audio from YouTube.
Yeah, man.
But then
Has
Spotify.
a really good user interface.
And then I actually like, I haven't personally used Spotify, but now I'm gonna get into it.
Yes,
I-
and they literally have every single song. I mean, like 99% of the songs in planet Earth, I guess.
Yeah, because like even in
every single song you search, it's available.
yeah, so
on Spotify.
even in EVS Studios, when we are releasing the songs of our artists, we release these songs in Spotify, iTunes,
yeah.
everything. So now the best thing I've like about Spotify, I've heard this. The algorithm is crazy. They give you recommendations, right? They give you good
Yeah.
recommendations.
I mean, when you listen to a song and then the next song and the whole playlist, it's crazy. It reacts and acts according to the location plus your emotional states. It's crazy. I don't know how they do that, but it works.
Yeah, so it's like I don't know. So like this is something out of this discussion, but then. Can you remember, like, we were having a discussion about something, we didn't even search about it on the phone, but we were having a discussion, and then
Damn, that
we were
happens.
searching. Okay, so one of our colleagues, he's actually the person who's recording the video right now, he actually showed us a video on Instagram. And then when I went home at night at around 11 or something, after I went home, when I was working at night, then I get the same video on my Instagram, something I have not searched at all. So I think they geo-targeting or something. That's it's crazy. But Spotify, I actually like if the recommendations, because most of the songs, if you are listening to songs on radio, you can get to learn about new songs. But when you're using YouTube, might be random, but then again you have to search, and then the same playlists again and again. So this might
it's
be
like
good.
If you know the song, then you search and listen for it. But then in Spotify, it's like all the songs are available, and it will technically figure it out which song you might like and suggest it, and it is 99% right.
Yeah, because
90% of the time it's right.
I am a very random person with songs. There are situations where I like listen to rock music, and then alternative rock, and then there are times I like to listen to pop, hip hop, and then so Spotify might be a good choice. I'm gonna download it, and I downloaded it, but I'm gonna change the package to premium, and then see how it works. So let's see what they say about Spotify. Is there anything new? Okay, so playlists made for Sri Lanka. The new playlist offer expertly curated and regularly updated music by Spotify's team of local music experts across a range of popular genres for any mood or moment, including hot hit Sri Lanka, Sinhala Rapzilla, Sinhala Pop, Sinhala Lounging, and more. I mean, that's actually good. They create playlists, and so the old hits where we like to listen the old hits, those songs you cannot
to be honest,
beat,
it's a good opportunity to the artists as well. Like
definitely, I mean,
they
they
can
get
put it on
exposure.
Spotify, they get exposed. And
Yeah, that's true. So the next thing, unique music recommendation and discovery features. So this is what we were talking about, the unique music recommendation. So that is the best thing about Spotify, I think. And see mood and genre hubs, play everywhere. Download the Spotify app on mobile, laptop and tablet. Listen everywhere. So these are the same things. But it's not a Yeah, so high quality audio for premium users up to 320 kbps. So just give it a try. Not to give it a try. I know there are so many people who are using Spotify.
There's always this free version. They can install the app, sign in, start using
Yeah,
the free
definitely.
version.
And
I'm pretty sure
there are a lot of people who are using Spotify right now. So that's not new. The only thing is Sri Lanka is got in Spotify. That's it. Spotify is not new to Sri Lankans. Everybody have been using it. So but it's good. So let's see. Okay, the next thing I'm actually impressed about this guy. One developer has actually created a game. I think you don't know about this game at all.
That's what I'm totally new to.
Yeah, so Rosshan told me about this game. This guy, a single guy, has developed a full game that is an open world air combat action title. So the game's name is The Falconeer. This was released, I think, 1 month or couple of months back, and then it has been getting good reviews, and I'm amazed about these graphics and stuff. A single developer. It's crazy. So let me just go through it. And so most video games. So okay. So even here they say most video games are created by massive teams with at least a dozen developers involved in the smallest indie titles. The Falconeer was created single-handedly by Thomas Sala from Netherlands. He's crazy, man.
How
He's
do it? Designing, developing, and there's coding, and there's hell of a lot of music.
Yes, I have
hell of a lot of things.
I think he might have gotten help with the music and stuff from someone, but then maybe the designing and coding. He's crazy, very talented guy. Because if you are just search about the game, and I think it's only for
Xbox and PC. I guess, right?
PC,
if it's Xbox,
I'm not sure.
If it's Xbox,
I think it's for So Microsoft. So I think it's only for Xbox and PC. Just search about it and see what the Falconeer is, and is a game unlike other air combat game which players take on the role of a falcon pilot crossing an endless ocean called the Great Sea on the back of a huge heavily armed bird of prey. So players take on.
I really want to watch the trailer. And then
so I think
I would purchase we should literally support this guy, man.
I think
his hard work and everything.
Yeah, definitely. He would from this. I think he has got really really good reviews, and then maybe the second thing he'll get help, and then he'll get investors for sure, and then he'll maybe develop. He might.
Time.
I have no clue. I think we have to search about it, but I think he might. He might.
It might have taken years.
I think maybe because it's not easy to develop a game.
Yeah.
But
the quality.
But I think the only thing, the main first thing he'll do if he get an investment might be he might develop this for the other platforms, PlayStation and other stuff.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure how the game was whether it was just exclusive for Xbox. If that's the case, I don't think it will get developed for the other ones. But then the next game. So So this guy actually, how he got this popular is he used TikTok for his marketing. While he developed the game, he used to upload small clips of the game, and he'd been explaining about the game, what the game is, and then then people started talking about it. They started sharing it because TikTok is crazy.
He have done the marketing.
So even on Reddit. So I'm just now reading an article on Reddit. So he actually posted an article on Reddit explaining the game, and then from the path, from the start to finish, he have been explaining, and then he have been asking help. So he have been asking, hi everyone, I've been asked to answer some questions. So I'm the solo developer of the Falconeer, published by Virus Production and a part of ID at Xbox. So Day 1 launch title for the Series X as well as an Xbox exclusive, also PC. So that is an exclusive.
It's an exclusive.
Yeah, so he is active on Reddit. If anyone wants to go and ask him something, if you are a game developer, I think this guy might be an inspiration. He is a great guy.
Come on, man. If it's a mobile game, okay, acceptable, but
But
fully fledged PC game.
and the graphics are great. You guys need to see this.
I mean, the screenshot I saw it drove me crazy. Like, yeah, I need to watch the trailer.
Yeah, because it's like we are into development and stuff. We haven't developed any games at the moment, but we develop
But we will
websites and stuff.
eventually.
Yeah, eventually. So like when we develop websites, I'm totally new to the development side. I'm mostly on the creative side, working with the creative team. So even a website development, so there are so many processes, front end, back end, and then I'm just imagining a single guy. There are guys who've been having, there are people who actually can do front end and back end both,
full stack
full stack developer, but a game as complex as this developed by a single guy, I'm sure this was not done overnight. People might be thinking that they need to get success overnight, and then I'm gonna give up, it's not gonna work, but it's like I'm sure he must have taken years to finish it.
When I heard about the game, I was like, okay, it's gonna be a normal game. But when I saw the design and everything,
Yes, so he has lots of experience. So he's not I've been making games for about 20 years now, ranging from smaller PSVR exclusives to doing the tech art direction for indie titles such as Wrecked. But a lot of work for hire, mobile games, and all the stuff I hope to never have to do again. Ooh, and if you are into Skyrim mods, there's a good chance you've seen some of my models, airships, creatures, or foliage around. Perhaps even play some of my Moon Path to Elsewhere mods. So I think he actually sold the game or something. Maybe if it's exclusive, he has given it to Microsoft. So ask me anything, I'll try and answer. But of course, there are NDAs and rules regarding certain topics. So on some things, it'll be a bit more silent than others. But then again, he's on Reddit. If you guys want to know something, just go send him a message, put a comment. He's replying. So I'll just say one thing. Like the first question was, "Hello, what engine did you use for the Falconeer?" It's Unity 3D. But there is literally not a standard shader in there. Everything from the shaders to the lighting and atmospheric scattering is a custom solution. He is very, he's very talented, I would say, because it's with his experience. I mean, he did it with his experience. He has been working in the industry for more than 20 years. He has been working I'm sure he has been working in, projects that are literally hell. But he have gone through it, and then with his experience, he has created an amazing game, which everyone needs to go.
I mean, this guy deserves it. He has hard worked a lot.
I mean, I'm personally into gaming. I like trying, the new games and stuff, and especially air combat ones. I love. I have been playing Ace Combat and stuff, so I might love this. So
I'm playing this weird game, but we decided to talk about it in the next episode.
The scary.
Scary thing.
So he's playing another game which is very scary. I think
he's
he's a person who can't watch horror movies, but the other day I actually saw him playing a horror game. It's actually very creepy, cringy. So I actually told him, let's talk about that game in the next podcast. So okay, so that's the third thing we are gonna talk about, and the fourth thing, Gobi's favorite. What is this?
Nice. So
What is Bonding?
TV series I started watching it on Netflix last week.
Okay.
It's a mini TV series, and it's about BDSM.
Okay.
And there's this main character who is a dominatrix, and
I think you might have to speak louder because they might not be able to hear it for sure.
Okay.
I'm sure, guys. I'm sure.
Okay, I'm talking quiet is because these topics are supposed to be.
Okay, so my God, Gobi. So that's
These
okay.
are considered as private.
No, that's crazy, man. So it's like this. No, you shouldn't be scared to talk about. Okay, this is the thing. You guys you should not be scared to talk about any topic. I mean, whatever sexual orientation you might be, you might be gay, lesbian.
Let me talk about this thing. Okay,
And
this thing I watched it on Netflix, and it's about BDSM.
So that's
and if you know what's BDSM.
Yeah, I can't remember what it is. I know. Sorry guys, I can't explain it. I can't remember what it is. Do you? Okay, he even he doesn't know it. That's why he's doing it.
But I don't know the the thing. I know the thing.
Everyone knows the
Fine,
thing, but
don't know
I
the
mean,
exact meaning.
so I've read about it. I can't remember. So,
Okay, so this character is
yeah. Okay, so
a
tell
leading
me.
dominatrix, and
Okay.
that word was really new to me. What they do is they consult people
Okay.
who really need a dominant person. So the main character is a dominatrix, and that word,
Okay.
that
yeah.
word was really new to me. And then so she consults people and help who in need of a dominant person.
Ah.
So
Again, the same thing. I'm sure you guys can't hear. Gobi, speak louder, man. Why are you like?
My voice goes down to
No.
it.
He's too excited to talk about this. I'm sure that's the case. He's too excited to talk about this. He's the one who wanted to talk about this, and then I have no clue about this. I haven't watched this. But then, just speak louder, man.
So, yeah.
They have to
So
understand.
yeah, it's about dominatrix, and she consults, and then
They,
she consults people
she consults people who are searching
in need
for a
of
dominant, a dominant partner.
a dominant.
Okay.
Not, yeah.
Okay,
Kind
so
of.
let me just go through this article and
So
see.
I really don't want to explain
So, okay.
in detail,
But you can watch it. You can't explain.
I mean, watching is exciting, dude.
Okay, so let me see. So there are 2 seasons, right?
Yeah, season 1.
Okay, Deliver's a stand-up comedy said that his best friend and employer dominatrix. Okay, Tiff, aka Mistress May. Oh, Zoe Levine. Oh, wait. Zoe Levine. Hey, I know this one. Zoe Levine. Hey. Yeah, I know this. I've watched some movies. Okay, Bonding, a fan.
This is the first movie, like first.
Yeah, so I haven't heard
I
about.
don't know.
I have heard about Zoe 11. I think I have watched a couple of movies or something, but this I have not, Okay, so
It's crazy,
one
dude.
thing I have to tell about Netflix and Gobi is that, whatever movie, whatever TV series, I think, Manoj, who's behind the camera, would agree about this as well. Whatever movie, whatever TV series that Netflix releases, he has watched it. So
I can't help it, dude.
I mean,
my dinner time is. I always spend my dinner time watching Netflix.
So what I think is, okay, where does he get time? Because most of the time we are working. Even after going home, we are working. We are
It's
working
just eating
on our
time, dude.
business. But then, okay, one thing I can do is what he's doing is actually that's good because I don't watch much stuff. So now these days I'm watching a TV series called Scorpion. So I watch on the weekend most of the time. Weekdays I have no chance of watching.
Every day, evening.
But then his tactic is actually good, Even if you are an entrepreneur, even if you are running a business, even if you are working somewhere, you have to learn how to balance stuff, right? So you don't have to. I'm a person who would say work hard and then play hard at the same thing. So what he's doing is, when he's eating, he is watching a part. So let's say he takes 30 minutes to eat dinner. He watches 30 minutes of the movie, and the next day he watches the next
exactly.
one.
It's easier.
Okay,
and
so,
it's
but the thing
Netflix
is,
and-
it's personally, it's very hard for me to do
And
it
you can
because
start-
honestly, if the movie what I'm watching is interesting, I
Yeah,
can't stop it.
That is exception.
I might actually sacrifice few hours of my sleep and watch it, and then regret the other day.
Yeah, that happens.
So,
But-
but that's a good thing if you can actually do it,
I'm
because
always
then
into watching
you're always into.
new stuff. Netflix.
You're
movies.
always okay, I thought you were gonna say I'm always into something else.
I mean, like
I mean-
love watching movies, dude.
Okay, so let me. I don't want to spoil anything, but I don't want to get myself spoiled as well.
You
because
need to watch, bro.
Yeah. So, but we have to give them some kind of an explanation what this is in the next minute. And Zoe Levine says he did not have permission to share because he is not truly of the community. In the next minute, an agent in the audience called it a hilarious take on a world I know nothing about.
I mean, they're explaining
Pete has power and a performance share secrets of the BDSM world, but that comes with great responsibility because many watching and listening to him will
Okay.
take his word
Have
and
you
own.
watched Men in Black?
Yeah,
And the whole thing they show how cool it is.
yeah.
Same way they show the whole dominatrix community.
I mean,
it's kind of
it's nothing new. You don't have to what I would say, I would always tell any one of my friends is that you shouldn't judge people. That's very bad. You have to be kind to each and every person you meet, because like they might be going through something that you don't know about. So everyone, everyone is going through at least something, some kind of a problem. So be kind, and even us. So everyone. So we shouldn't judge people. I mean, it's their choice, and like this is nothing much. So, but the best thing is, I think I need to watch this, and then I don't want to spoil this talking about it, and reading about it as well. So let me see. Maybe in the next podcast. Okay, when we are doing the next podcast, I'm sure I can't start this because I have to finish watching Scorpion first. I am still in the second season. There are two more seasons.
There's a lot of series you need to watch, bro. Like I'm
so
continuously suggesting you.
No, but you haven't watched. Have you watched New Girl?
No.
Have you watched Modern Family?
No.
See?
I mean, I'm not
So there
into those kind of
are
series.
so many. So you can't say. I mean, like, okay, guys, I'm not sure if you haven't watched New Girl, just go watch it because it's so fun. So what I'll do is I'll try to watch this, and maybe in the next podcast it might come up. But then let's see, because we are gonna, in podcast we are gonna talk about what some kind of a TV series or a movie that's being released, and something good,
talk about it, yeah.
because people need to spend time. I'm not gonna say, like people might say, okay, it's bad if you're gonna spend a lot of time watching TV series and movies. That's true, but I mean, if you can balance stuff, that's
but
okay.
Then be like Gobi. Gobi watches
No.
it every night.
No.
And then only
Don't do that.
dinner.
Don't be
then
like Gobi.
Be like Gobi. What's
Okay, whatever the case, okay, let's see. People might get to know who you are, and then let's see. I wouldn't say be like me. So
I mean, like, I'm not telling you everything, like, what I'm saying.
no, but whatever it is, try to balance stuff. I think that's what you're trying to explain.
Yeah, like,
Balancing
watch
stuff
movies
is
and
important in everything, not just in these stuff, everything. So okay, so this is the first podcast we've done.
Finally.
And
Yeah, we've done it.
so I am not even sure this is how whether this is how we should do it, but
Still, we are researching on it.
one thing I wanted to do is, let's see, in the future podcast we're going to tell stories, amazing stories of our childhood, and how we build the business, how we are working, and then how we actually start leveling. So there are the dumb things my friends did, so those are fun. So we'll try to talk about
Dumb
these
things I did.
Yeah, a lot.
And
So-
oh my god, I'm thinking of a lot of things. you did,
Okay,
dude.
yeah, we'll talk about this in a next
Put it in the next
podcast.
episode.
But then again, guys, I hope that you actually get to know about something fun. We've talked about Upali Wijewardane, one of the most amazing entrepreneurs in Sri Lanka, an inspiration, an icon for everyone. If you don't know about him, just go search and get to know about it. Number 2, we talked about Spotify, so we might upload this on Spotify as well.
Yeah.
And then number 3, an amazing game developed by a single guy, the Falconeer. Number 4,
Log into Netflix.
a good TV series, unconventional TV series, bonding. So thank you guys for listening to this. I hope you enjoyed it. Let's meet you guys soon. I don't know
Another
when,
episode.
with another podcast. We will meet you soon. Hope you guys enjoy. But okay, this I actually forgot. Don't forget to subscribe. It's very important. Subscribe, share, and then the next important thing is try to give us topics that you want us to talk in the next episode. So just comment below. Yeah, please comment below if you want to, if you want us to bring a guest. I'm not sure if we can bring a guest at the moment because this is just a start. And then if you want us to talk about something, if you want us to explain about a certain topic, please feel free to leave a comment below, and we'll see you on the next episode. This is Kanishka.
And Gobi.
See you.